With Benjamin Sesko. Dharmesh, what do we know?
Yeah, I mean, this one looks like it's developing now. There is an expectation at some point in this transfer window he may make that move to the Premier League. Manchester United are expected to make a formal offer to RB Leipzig for their striker Benjamin Sesko. They've been total around 80 million euros, 75 million euros initial payment, 5 million euros in performance-related add-ons, which in sterling is just shy of 70 million pounds. As far as Sesko is concerned, we're told that he is open to both projects, but maybe significantly, one source, and it should be reiterated, it is just one source, has told us that he is leaning towards Manchester United. That's if a deal can be agreed, because all of this can be a moot point if RB Leipzig don't agree a deal with either of these clubs and he ends up staying at RB Leipzig, or it's only one club that RB Leipzig agree a deal with, and then Sesko then will have to make a decision within that framework as well. So United's pursuit of Benjamin Sesko, it is clear they definitely do want the player. I just get the impression that if he was to come, would there be question marks over United's current number 9 in Rasmus Højlund?
Well, there are question marks already, aren't there?
There have been over the course of this entire summer, but it's been fascinating to see the way Højlund has responded to these transfer rumours. He said when he was on international duty that he wants to stay and fight for his place, and he reiterated that last week. United beating Bournemouth 4-1. He scored in that game. He said he scored twice, but it only went down as one goal. But he said that he wants to fight for his place, despite the fact it has been a difficult 2 years for him. Let's bear in mind, he's just 22 years of age. Ruben Amorim said he's really happy with Rasmus Højlund, but we understand that Manchester United are willing to listen to suitable offers for the striker in this window, because we know that Manchester United do have to make sales if they're to sign a striker. They don't necessarily have to make the sales now to sign a player like Benjamin Sesko, but they will have to at some point this summer to comply with PSR. So those sales must be made before the end of the transfer window. And if United sign Benjamin Sesko, you can understand why there will be issues for Rasmus Højlund, because United aren't in Europe next season. There's going to be far less game time for Manchester United to field players. And there is potentially some similarities if United do look to sign Sesko in this transfer window compared to what they did 2 years ago with Rasmus Højlund. You'd argue that Benjamin Sesko is maybe slightly further ahead in his development, having played it in the Champions League. He scored 13 goals last season, and this graphic here compares the two players in the season before they joined Manchester United. If this is the case with Benjamin Sesko, you can see United spent £72 million on a very young player who scored just 9 goals in Serie A for Atlanta the season before he joined Manchester United. Sadly for Rasmus Højlund, last season he scored 4 Premier League goals in 32 appearances. He's been dealt a very tough hand. Circumstances...
I'm going to ask my question again. Are United taking a gamble on Sesko?
Take a gamble on every transfer. And every transfer, it's got an element of risk to it. Until they actually turn up and play, you could have someone who is tried and trusted in the Premier League and it won't work. You could have someone who hasn't played in the Premier League and suddenly he hits the ground running. It's all going to depend on how they integrate into the squad and how they're going to perform and how they're going to fit into a particular formation that Ruben Amorim is not going to change. So he's going to be selecting players with his recruitment team that fit the system he wants to play. There looks like there's more rhyme and reason behind United's recruitment in this transfer window than there has been in the past. So on that front, it looks a little bit more encouraging that the signings that they're making are more likely to work than what are perceived to have been risks in the past.
I tell you what, this isn't a risk.
Man United to agree new goalkeeper signing after Emiliano Martinez update. Man United are planning to agree a deal to sign a new goalkeeper before the transfer window closes, according to their former chief scout. Mick Brown, who worked at Old Trafford for over a decade during the club's most successful period and remains very well connected there, exclusively told Football Insider that Ruben Amorim is determined to upgrade his options in goal. As things stand, United will begin the season without their first-choice goalkeeper after Andre Onana picked up an injury during pre-season training. That has only accelerated the Red Devils' plans, as Brown told Football Insider in the 26th of June that Man United planned to sell Onana to clear space for his replacement. Now, the possibility has emerged that United will make a move for a new goalkeeper regardless, and Aston Villa's Emiliano Martinez remains a key target for the position. Brown told Football Insider on the 28th of June that United were prepared to hold talks with Martinez, and they have since seen a loan offer turned down by Villa. Man United plot fresh move to sign Emiliano Martinez. This article contains exclusive comment from Mick Brown, a football transfer expert and former chief scout for Man United and Sunderland among others. Football Insider exclusively revealed in June that United have been in frequent contact with Martinez all summer and are pushing to get a deal over the line. Brown, who has a wealth of experience in top-level player recruitment after over a decade at Man United during their most successful period, insisted that the Argentina international has been the Red Devils' top target to strengthen in goal. Man United still want to sign a goalkeeper, he told Football Insider. Ruben Amorim wants to strengthen in that position and has been looking to do so. At the moment, they're going to have to start the season without their first-choice goalkeeper because he's picked up an injury in pre-season. I expected them to do more to sign Emiliano Martinez, but I'm told that interest hasn't gone away. Whether it's him or somebody else, they want a new goalkeeper before the window closes. Aston Villa might have to sell somebody, so United want to take advantage of that. I think Martinez is a very, very good goalkeeper who would be a major improvement on what they've got, and it seems the club agree with my view of things. Obviously, they haven't been able to sell Onana, but I'm not sure how much of an issue that will be. They wanted to do that before signing Martinez, but the interest just hasn't been there and it looks like he's going to be staying. I think if they really want Martinez, they'll try to get him even with Onana there and then hopefully they can move him on in January or next year. That's the decision the club will have to make, whether they want to balance having both of them.